Hi.
Hey.
My question is, when you design a character, a toy of a character, do you consider lore? Like, is lore in like IDW comics or something?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I didn't have the breadth of IDW when I was doing some of my stuff. We got Drift going and some of that, but it's a different state now. But the key to developing a Transformer character was all-encompassing. It had to be, you had to have a character, not in this order, but you wanted a character type. So good guy, bad guy, strong guy, sneaky guy, you know. And then from there, what vehicles represent those attributes best, what colors represent those attributes best, and you kind of put it all together and avoid, well, we already did a red truck and a this and a that. Okay, so you'd have to get the whole rainbow out there, a range of hero to villain, and it's kind of, that's the math. You try to make it all work, and so that we do involve the character. You don't see it as much in the toy as we pitch it, but it's definitely in there.
And what would you say if that would be a Transformers line, a toy line, without all the iconic characters like Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and all these people?
It's happened before.
Well,
Yeah,
you'd have rescue bots. I mean,
so like
stuff like that, where it's or the Wreckers. You know, it's kind of
Beast Wars.
It's there, but it's some other side story to what people traditionally think is the main story.
Yeah.
I don't think that way. I think in the world history of Cybertron, there's been a lot of heroes and villains and leaders and overthrows, and so you can tell a lot of different stories.
And do you think a line needs a story around it to sell well?
A new line, yeah. If it's just representing something that already has a lot of love, you know, just a G1 Optimus in prestige form, you know, you don't need the story. Everyone knows the story.
Yeah.
But I find also it's the thing with Transformers is it has the puzzle play aspect that doesn't necessarily need to have the lore behind it. Look at the third-party market in general.
Yeah.
Like all those characters that exist, let's say, that don't really that aren't based on something pre-existing. So there's people do enjoy the puzzle play aspect of it. But that being said, when you're doing something that's marketing, you want to have your triple threat of movie, comic book, cartoon, whatever, video game. You know, it really greases the wheels. And especially, let's put it this way, like your love of a character like Drift is not necessarily dictated by a Generations toy. As much as you might love that design, it's more so dictated by the story that you read. And then you then go out. Me personally, funny one, Minicon Duelor, right? Just a Minicon character in a 3-pack doesn't mean anything. Dreamwave did a comic book where he was almost kind of a pseudo leader of the Decepticon version of the Minicons, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, now there's something interesting in this character that really was just 3-flip.
It goes to your acceptance of a character if it has a new name, a new color, and a new background. Whether it's the same vehicle you might have already purchased, maybe it has a new head, maybe it doesn't, but your acceptance to go, there's a wide world of Transformers out there. A lot of them can look similar, just like us. That's a thing that the Transformers fandom does better than any other fandom. G.I. Joe could not tolerate 50 different versions of Optimus or Starscream or somebody. They just couldn't. It would blow their mind. You guys are open to transformation in the brand.
Evolution.
Yeah, which makes the character development and toy making a lot more fun. Honestly, G.I. Joe's a struggle as an example because you're in a very thin line of what is tolerated.